Roll20 can be baby's first step into role-playing for some. It is the easiest and safest way to contact strangers around the world to play make-believe without the danger of ending up in a neo-Nazi household where the party's trying to murder hobo you instead of the DM's NPCs. Link to the story in the description. But if you're trying to DM for the first time online, or ever for that matter, it can be quite daunting to learn all there is to know about the system to run your campaign. The good thing here is that you don't need to know everything. In fact, you don't need to know anything. Actually, let's retcon that bit over there. To all intents and purposes, you do need to know how to read and write. But that's all I'm asking here, okay? Alright. There are plenty of ways to run a campaign in Roll20. And with time, you will find your own way of doing it. But for now, let's teach you how to run the best campaign you can get with the least effort possible. Yeah! To begin, you'll need a Roll20 account. Done. After this, just create your game. The details are not that important for the first time. You can just experiment with them later. Just select the standard character sheet. Now you got your game on! Yay! It is a little barren around here, so let's bring up the first important thing for an immersive role-playing experience. An intricate and interwoven story arc with deep NPCs and plot points that will wow your players into worshipping your unquestionable writing skills, you may ask? Well, no, silly. I meant a map. And since we are taking the practical approach to campaign making, we will use one of my favorite tools in Roll20's repertoire, the art library. A unique way of importing images to your game without filling your very limited custom image space. Oh god, the space is running out. So limited. The good thing with these pictures is that they don't count towards the total limit of images you can upload to Roll20's very limited, whopping 100 MBs. It might sound like it's not a lot of space, but in actuality, no, it's actually not a lot at all. Never mind. You can upgrade to be a premium user for an extra 3 GB of upload space for the little price of, what the hell? That much? Man, I don't even earn money with this. How can you expect me to pay that amount a month? Anyways, we are going to be focusing on the free version of Roll20 here, so no dynamic lighting for you. Yeah, I'm talking to you there. Yeah, you. No, wait, don't get sad. Okay, you can have one dynamic lighting. There. Have fun with it. Alright, back to the subject. Since we are basing our game in a well-written and original story with groundbreaking themes that will shake the entire genre, let's say you all meet in a tavern. Let's find a good-looking tavern to start our adventure in. Okay, an acceptable-looking tavern will do. All you need to do is to align the grid of the image with the grid of the map layer. Just right-click and set the image as a drawing. And then, let's scale it a bit from the side and then the bottom to get the grids nice and aligned. Not all grids are made equal, so the map you decide to use might not fully align with the game grid. If this is the case, just go to this little X here and select settings and bring the opacity of the actual grid to a minimum, and that will make the little difference almost unnoticeable. I said almost, okay? If all that hard work is too much for you, you can also just right-click the map layer image and select Advanced, Align to Grid. If you paused the video and tried the hard way before knowing this easier way, well, I'm sorry. If your image grid aligns perfectly, you don't even need to lower the opacity. Unless you want to, of course. I don't judge. That makes the map aligned, and all the tokens you drop here will fit nice and snugly in their new home. But what? You don't have any tokens to add here yet? No worries. That's what I'm here for. You just need to make a token in your PC, or use one of the free assets that Roll20 graciously allows you to have to start. Ew. Roll20 has a bit of extra free assets in the store, so you can start by downloading them and see if that tickles your fancy. Not that you have much choice anyways. After that, they'll appear here in the free assets tabs. If you are in a hurry or you are practical like me, never lazy, only practical, you can use a Pathfinder 2nd edition character art pack, because let's be real here. Pathfinder, it's just, it's a viable and fun role-playing alternative to D&D with enough difference to be its own thing, of course. But the art is similar enough to fit the setting, so we're going for it. Use those. Now that we have token options, we just need 2 of them to start our campaign. An NPC and an enemy. For the sake of convenience, we'll make the NPC the tavern keeper and the enemy a drunken mercenary. The objective here is simple. The tavern keeper wants us to kick the drunken mercenary out of the tavern. Congratulations! You have your first quest! But we are learning how to set those things up here, not how to tell a believable and immersive story. We are so not doing that here. Anyways, to make an NPC, you just need to click the Journal tab and this plus Add button, and then select Character. But we're not making a character, we are making an NPC. You just said that. Shut up! Shut up! No interruptions here. After you name the character, this time, Tavern Keeper, lovely parents. Oh, let's just add a picture here for reference. Click Save, Changes, and then go to the Character Sheet tab where, lo and behold, you can make an NPC! Who would have guessed? NPCs are characters too. Now, after you selected the Create an NPC option, we can just select the second most useful tool Roll20 has kindly prepared for us. Oh, isn't it adorable? The Compendium! This little lifesaver, and sometimes backstabber, will allow you to browse through all the content that exists on the PHB. That stands for Player's Handbook, for all those who don't speak nerd. Anyhow, you just go there and type Commoner, and you'll get Commoner. Alright, might be worth mentioning that if you dare to make one small little grammar mistake on the search bar, the Compendium looks down at you and denigrates your lack of English literacy. Like when you write fireball without knowing that there is a space in between the fire and the bolt, and the Compendium tells you that that cantrip doesn't exist, so you have to add it manually to all the character sheets that have the spell, and because it's such a common spell, almost all the casters have it. Anyways, let's not linger in past tragedies and just type correctly Commoner to get the Commoner stat block right there, ready to be dragged on our newly made NPC sheet. Yes, it is that easy. If you know how to spell it. The stat block will add the attributes this character would have as a commoner, so not many. And that will save us some time to make the actual interesting next NPC, the enemy. As you might remember, we are making a mercenary, so let's just type here, mercenary, just not results found again. Oh, let me see here, mercenary, okay, it is correctly spelled this time, so we are sure that there is no mercenary stat block for the free version of Roll20. Did we hit a roadblock? Will we be able to continue? Is everything lost for our unborn campaign? Not quite. The beauty of D&D is the ability to customize, improvise, and blatantly pull stuff out of our ass to make the campaign truly our own. So we are going to take someone else's stat block. You see where I'm going with this, right? And customize it to fit the idea we have for our enemy. Let's take the bandit, for example. An acceptable choice for the grammarly demanding search bar. We just drag it here and see all the attributes. It has a leather armor, a scimitar, and a light crossbow. Alright, let's make it that instead of an exotic scimitar, it has a short sword because it's a more believable weapon a mercenary in my setting will have. Just click here and here to delete the scimitar and type short sword in the compendium to... Oh, come on! Not again! Oh, let me guess. No space this time. Give me a break. Well, we correctly type short sword in the compendium and just drag it to the sheet. Make sure you don't drag the proficiency of short sword because that's just used for player character sheets. Drag the item version and just like that, our mercenary has a short sword. With all this done, we can drag the tokens to a map and have a little nice scene where you can roleplay with your players. But wait, you don't have any players yet. Well, that sounds like a topic for another video. Next time I'll show you how to make a player character and see your campaign from their perspective. And listen to this. I'll teach you about the macros. You don't know what a macro is? Well, isn't this a great opportunity for you to learn then? Who would have thought that this would turn out to be an actually educational experience? My, how have the turntables turned tables? But anyways, let's hope you come back for more. This is just the first step in the way of the lazy dungeon. Wait. I feel that name is already taken. Hold on. The way of the practical game master. Or something like that. I'll work on it. But no promises.